So I am Catherine. I think I started coming to NCF in 2013, so 11, almost 12 years. I moved to Spokane to go to Whitworth. I just kind of struggled just finding a place because Whitworth is Presbyterian and I am not Presbyterian. And in a new area, I don't have family here, and so my dad was like, hey, I know of this church. I don't know them super well, but they come to our conferences and they seem like great people, so you should try it out. And I've stayed here ever since. My dad is a pastor. I have been a PK my entire life. So I have always been in the church, Sunday evening, Tuesday for worship team, Wednesday for Awana, Thursday because I needed to do schoolwork and I needed a computer. So just always at church. And I believe I was 7 when I was baptized and gave my life to Christ. And so that's kind of been my upbringing, and just always being in the church with my family and with my dad. So I'm from a small town called Belfair, Washington, and I think the population is somewhere around like 3,000. It's extremely small. My mom also worked in the school district, so I had my dad as the pastor, my mom in the school district, so everybody in Belfair knows me and I know all of them. So being a pastor's kid was kind of a double-edged sword. There can be a lot of pressure with setting standards or being given standards that individuals in the community think you should uphold. And then when you don't, or when you're maybe a little more alternative or a little different, then that can kind of scare the community. So I think for me, I was very privileged in the fact that I was in church all the time, and I was privileged to be with parents who had very open minds. But it definitely made church and coming here as a priority. It sets my week and instilled this innate sense of learning where I just want to learn more, explore more of the Bible and of Christ. I think the main thing for me is knowing Christ on my own level. We're still going to be informed based on the Word and based on the teaching of our leadership, but I'm having an opportunity to build that relationship on my own without having the intended pressure of my dad or of his profession. But still, I have influence at church, I have influence with my friends, and I do have a lot of influence at work. So really focusing on where I personally need to find Christ instead of where society thinks as a pastor's kid I should find Christ. I am in a maybe more stagnant time of life. My main focus is work and coming to church and fostering relationship with friends and with coworkers. And so I think God is coming in to give me that hope of, even in this place of stagnancy, you're in a place of growth. So finding that growth, finding those areas to build upon or learn upon, but don't wallow in that stagnancy.